Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field. It is the 10th day of September 2011, just a day shy from the 10th anniversary of 9/11. And today's game, I should say, it's a beautiful fall afternoon, September 10th, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's a nice sunny day. It's cooler than it has been. It'll only be in the high 60s today, but it's very, very comfortable. The wind is whipping pretty well right now, and this is the NSL this year. It's called the Northern Soccer League, and what they did was they went to 3 different divisions. We have in the Division 1 is the upper divisions of all the A and B schools. Division 2 is C schools and some of the D schools, and then Division 3 are more of the Southern Division D schools down on the southern end. The whole idea was to try to get some parity into the games, and probably more importantly to cut down on the travel between the schools. Some teams benefited, some schools had a little bit more traveling to go, so they're testing this for a couple years. Chazy, earlier this week, they won their first game in the Northern Soccer League. They ventured down to Mariah, and they beat the Vikings 3-0. So this is their second league game. They're coming off the Mary Latchmore Be the Match tournament, where they beat Plattsburgh High School 3-1, and they lost in the championship game to the Peru Indians 2-1. So their overall record right now this year is 2-1, and they are hoping to go to 3-1 this year. And it's nice to see Northern Adirondack back onto this field, or in Chazy again, because back in the old days, NAC and Chazy were in the same league together in the CVAC. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I call it a special edition of Hometown Cable. Calvin is down in Plattsburgh right now doing a parade here for the War of 1812, the Battle of Plattsburgh, and Joe Poissant was not available today, and we tried to get hold of Sean Rogers, and he was busy doing stuff around the house. So we have we're going to start calling him the old pro here, Alec Lapierre, on the camera. He's doing the camera action, and we got a special guest up here in the booth with us, Dylan Garrow. And Dylan, there's a nice shot, and scores, and Amber Polomsky, just outside the 18, just ripped a shot into the upper corner, and quickly at the 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the game, Chazy jumps out to a very quick 1-0 lead. As I was saying, Dylan Garrow is with us here. He's a member of the JV team as well as Alec Lapierre. And you guys had a game the other day, your opening game against Lake Placid, is that correct?
Yes.
I bet it was kind of cool to play Lake Placid. You never played them before, have you?
Yeah, we played them last year.
Oh, the JVs played the CVAC, yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first year they're back in the Northern Soccer League. So how was opening day? Opening day jitters or what?
A little bit, but it was a pretty good game.
Yeah? Now, were you out there? I saw you out there, right?
Yep.
Now, were you one of the starters?
Yes.
Good for you. What position do you play?
Left D.
Left defense. Now, 3-0, so I guess you guys did your job back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job. Alec, I saw you out there too, buddy. Yeah. You did a good job out there.
Yep.
So I guess I got to talk to you about this. You guys got a new coach this year. How's that new coach doing for you guys?
Like him.
You like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay, Alec?
Oh, yeah.
He's okay. Did he work you too hard?
No.
No? That's what you like about him?
Yeah.
He doesn't work you too hard. So, of course, I'm talking about Galen Trombley. Galen is a graduate of Chazy, and he was on 2 of the state championship teams for the Eagles back in 2006 and 2005. It was either 2005. Yeah, it was 2005 and 2007. They missed out in the 2006 game, and so it's his first year coaching. And I know he's really enjoying you guys, and he was really nervous for that first game too. So he's glad to have that under his belt. So we got 2 Chazy players currently up here with us. We'll call it the special edition of Hometown Cable. Alec Lapierre on the camera, Dylan Garrow up here with them, along with me, and it's 1-0 Chazy with 36:33 to go. And I'll get into a little bit of play-by-play here as we get rid of the early talk. And as the throw-in comes into midfield, it's headed by Hack into Adirondack territory, Northern Adirondack territory, but a big booming kick into Chazy territory, and Megan Reynolds switches fields. She comes all the way over to the near side. It's Kinnan Latchmore with the ball. She pushes it up onto Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre, the senior, does a nice nice move to get it by number 3, Warwick. And Chazy moving the ball very well, and the ball is intercepted by the defense of the Northern Adirondack. It comes back into Chazy territory, and Kenan Latchmore goes near side and gets it on the foot of Amanda Kempinen. Kempinen, a nice give and go over to Caitlin Lapierre. Nice job getting it through the legs of Senecal, and Lapierre working her way to the 18, sends it across, and coming up is it would have been Christina Embry, and takes a shot wide of the net. So goal kick here for Northern Adirondack, and we have our officials for today's game. Near us here is Stan Riggs. On the far sideline is Clark Hurdick. They are the senior officials here. They do a great job, and we're glad to have them. And there's a long shot by Polomsky. It hits the crossbar, and Golovec is, that crossbar was Golovac's friend on that one. Amber Polomsky from about 23 yards out ripped a shot. And I don't know about you listeners, but these boys up here are taking a lesson from these girls how to get these shots off on net. And you got to shoot to score. And now Dylan looks at me and says, "Hey, I play defense there, Mr. Trombley. Look at Mr. Lapierre." So, Alec, you play halfback?
Stopper.
So you guys don't really shoot much, do you?
No.
But you like the opportunities, I bet?
Yeah, especially corners.
Or do you take the corner kicks?
No, I try and get them in the net.
They put you up for your header?
Yeah.
They try to play off your height?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Alec is trying to film and talk to me at the same time, and I'm probably bugging him doing that, but he shakes his head no. So good sport up here, Alec Lapierre, along with Dylan Garrow. 34-30 to go here. Chazy leading 1-0 in this Northern Soccer League. And in past years, they had to travel down to Crown Point, Saranac Lake, and Keene. So those trips have been removed from their schedule. They have Northern Adirondack, which is definitely a little bit closer here than when traveling down to those schools. So Northern Adirondack in their green and yellow on the offensive end right now, but a good job by Kenan Latchmore. She'll work her way to the midfield, comes to the near side to Amanda Kempinen. Kempinen now into Northern Adirondack territory, goes into the open space. And back there for Northern Adirondack was number 5, and that would have been Jillian Scott. She just clears it out of bounds, but quickly Kempinen trying to get the ball over to Hannah Lauren. And again, it's knocked out by the defense of Northern Adirondack. That would be Chelsea Senecal. So a throw-in for Chazy with 33-37 to go, and it's Amanda Kempinen with the throw-in. Kempinen looking for Lapierre. Lapierre is not open, so she tries to get it up over to Hannah Lauren, and it goes to Lapierre. Lapierre in the corner, trying to make the turn, and she takes it off of number 8 of Northern Adirondack, which should have been Megan McGee. And so we have a corner kick here for Chazy, and Megan Reynolds, all the way back from the sweeper position, is working her way up to the far corner to take the corner kick here. And we have a pretty stiff northern wind coming at us right now. And of course we know it's northern because it's coming right into the press box here. So we're getting the full effect of the wind. And here's the kick by Reynolds. And it will go out of bounds, but the wind definitely had an effect on that kick. It's picked up it's pretty stiff wind right now. With 32-44 to go, Chazy with a 1-0 lead. We have a goal kick here for Northern Adirondack. And we have a sparse crowd here this afternoon in Chazy. And of course, it's a beautiful September 10th day, a fall day, and there's probably a lot of people taking care of their projects outside the home. That's quite frankly what Sean Rogers and Joe, the fish Poisson, are doing today, is taking care of some projects. So that's why they're not here today. And it is Latchmore with the throw-in. Headed by Lauren over to Dorn, back to Latchmore. So 4 touches in a row goes over to Megan Reynolds. She'll switch fields, and she goes all the way over to Hack. And it's Hack with the ball, working her way to midfield, sends it back to the midfield. And Chazy has a lot of space at the midfield, having their way with NAC. And Lauren gives it up over to Lapierre. Nice give and go. And Lapierre looking to get a shot off, and she does, and it goes wide of the net. So nice footwork here by the Eagles, about 6 to 7 passes in a row, and it will be a goal kick here for Northern Adirondack. There's a nice decent kick, but it's intercepted by Emery, and it's kicked back toward midfield. And over there it is Kenan Latchmore. She gets there before Lindsay Bruce, sends it to the near sideline over to Kempinen. Kempton does a nice move to get by number 3, Warwick, and it's on to the foot of Alexis Gay, over to Doran, over to Emery. It gets by Emery, but Emery challenging for the ball, being challenged also by Courtney Smith. Doran goes back over to Emery. Emery now sends it up, and that would have been a handball, but they didn't call it, and it will go outside for a throw-in for Chazy. 30 minutes, 46 seconds, so we're approaching almost the 10-minute mark gone by here in the first half. Chazy out shooting Northern Adirondack 3-0. Northern Adirondack has not had an opportunity to get any shots onto the Chazy goalie took. So Chazy controlling the play here in this Northern Soccer League game, and the ball goes all the way back over to Megan Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball goes to the near sideline. No, she tries to push it up to Kempinen, but it's an errant pass, but the ball comes back to her. Now she comes up over to Latchmore. Latchmore takes it off of the leg of Senecal, or not Senecal, it would be number 13, Alyssa Baker-Burdo, and thrown here by Latchmore. Latchmore goes off the head. Nice throw-in, but it goes off of the head of number 3, Warwick. So throw-in here for Chazy, and it will be Amanda Kempinen. And ball's out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Northern Adirondack. And the Bobcats with the throw-in goes into the open space, picked up by Latchmore. She goes to the middle of the field to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre playing midfield, center midfield. Switches fields all the way over to Emery. Emery on the left side has it knocked away. Lindsay Hack trying to get to the ball, and there's a battle going on for the ball, won by the Bobcats. And Megan Reynolds just chips it back up toward midfield, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. Nice play by Dorn. She controls the ball, has some space, does another nice job getting the ball by Warwick. Switching the fields, trying to find Caitlin Lapierre, but it was too far ahead of her. And the ball was sent up, and offsides called on the Bobcats. So the Eagles will get a kick here with 28:35 to go in the first half. It's been a first half so far dominated by the Eagles over the Bobcats. Megan Reynolds sends it up over to Dorn, gets by Dorn, and it's picked up by Warwick. Warwick has it taken away by Dorn. Dorn goes to the near sideline, picks up by Kempinen. Amanda Kempinen for Chazy, looking across it into the box. She does, but it's booted out by the defense of the Bobcats, and Kempinen is there. She comes back over to Latchmore. Latchmore being challenged by number 2 for the Bobcats, sends it into the box. Coming off the goalie was Golovac. But she got it by Lindsay Bruce, and it went into Golovac, and she'll punt the ball right now. A nice punt by Golovac, just shy of midfield, and Alexis Gay hits it up over to Dorn. Dorn just half volleys it into the air, and it goes over by the defense, and intercepted by Kempinen. Kempinen now working her way up, pushes it up over to Lauren. Lauren looking to get by the defense. She now pushes it up over to Polomsky. It's knocked away. Stepping up is Latchmore. Latchmore's being challenged by number 2, Bruce, and it's now Latchmore with the ball. She sends it across, and nice job defensively by the Bobcats going up to midfield, controlled by Megan Reynolds. She gets it to Dorn. Dorn heads it up over to Emery. Emery controlling, sending up into the space. Polomsky trying to get there, but defensively number 5 was Scott. She clears it out, but it's taken again by the Eagles, and it's Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre will work her way in toward the 18, gets by one player. Now she's inside the box. She's very dangerous in the box. Chips it across, and what a score by Austri Kempinen from Caitlin Lapierre. She half volleyed it. Amanda Kempinen. Would I say Austri? Just from habit, it was Amanda Kempinen half volleys it into the net off the goalie. So at 26:56, thank you. At 26:56, 2-0, Chazy goes up on the Bobcats. It was Caitlin Lapierre to Amanda Kempinen. And number 7 for the Bobcats, Rachel Venn with the ball, looking for somebody. Pushing it back, it goes on to Warwick's foot. Warwick looking now working her way to the 18. Nice pass to the top of the box, but Megan Reynolds chips it up over to the foot of Lapierre. Lapierre gets it over to Emery. And Emery with the ball, having a tough battle over there on the far sideline with number 15, Anna Lajway. And it goes out of bounds, quick throw in, and it goes into Polomsky. She sends a volley up into the air, and Jory Cooper into the game right now. She has some nice speed here for the Eagles. She'll give you everything she has out there. And Amanda Kempinen watches it go out of bounds, so a throw in. She gets it over to Cooper, and it's knocked out by the defense of Northern Adirondack. And another throw in here for the Eagles, and it'll be Kenan Latchmore with the throw in here for the Eagles at the 26-minute mark. Chazy leading the Bobcats in this Northern Soccer League league game here on the 10th of September, a day before the 10th anniversary of September 11th, on a beautiful fall day here at the George Brendler Field. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Kenan Latchmore, so throw in here for the Bobcats. And the ball comes into the foot of number 13, Baker Burdo. She sends it into Chazy territory. Latchmore's there, pushes it back over to Reynolds. Chazy will spread the field. Reynolds does a nice job getting by number 7 of the Bobcats. And she gets by one player, two players. She's now into offensive territory, and she's an offensive threat here for the Eagles. Goes to the open space, and Emery running back for the ball. It's Emery trying to get to it, and it's cleared out by number 5, Jillian Scott. But nice play by Megan Reynolds to take it from the defensive end into the offensive zone. She sent it to the open space, and Emery was just a foot shy of getting there before number 5, Jillian Scott. But Chazy has a throw in, and it goes to the box, and Doran, dangerous into the box, sends it across. And a nice play by the goalie for the Bobcats, Jesslyn Golovac, and beautiful punt into Chazy territory, headed by Reynolds. Alexis Gay is there, and she is being challenged by the Bobcats, and it's taken by number 3. Number 3 for them is Warwick, and Warwick on the outside pushes it to the outside, and it's Lindsay Hack sends it up toward midfield, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. There's a pass up to Lajway. And there's the shot, and it goes wide of the net. So a goal kick for Chazy. Goal kick is Catherine Took taking the kick here for the Eagles. And it goes to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball. Switches fields, trying to get over to Lindsay Hack. Hack gets to the ball. She has Emery in front of her. Lapierre coming over to help out. Lapierre does a nice job to recover, gives it up over to Emery. Emery pushing the ball toward midfield, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. And it is Jory Cooper. Cooper goes down, and she was taken down, and she has explosive speed. So not a bad foul on the Bobcats. Actually, Chelsea Central probably did a good thing taking down Jory Cooper with her speed with 23 minutes to go here in the first half. Chazy with a 2-0 lead. They've outshot the Bobcats 5-0, and the corner kicks favor the Eagles 3-0. Megan Reynolds goes off of Polomsky's back to Doran just outside the 18. Doran spins it, gets it over to Amanda Kempinen. Kempinen with a hard shot. It goes off of the body of number 13, Baker Burdo, and it's just kicked out of bounds near the end line. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy deep into Northern Adirondack territory. And the ball comes in quickly to Cooper. Cooper's got some space, sends it across, and nice, there is half volleyed off Polomsky's foot back outside the 18. But a nice cross by Kempinen. Doran looking to get a shot off. She does. And it goes wide. And just over the net was Emery. And it is Cooper keeping it in. And the ball goes back out. So another deep throw in here for the Eagles. Some nice pressure by the Lady Eagles with 22 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm Joey Trombley. I'm calling the play-by-play here. I got Alec Lapierre on the camera for Hometown Cable, a special edition of Hometown Cable, and I got Dylan Garrow up here in the booth with us, and we heard from Dylan a little earlier in the broadcast. And so Dylan, you're a soccer man. What's your take on today's game so far?
Girls are playing well.
Do you think they're controlling the tempo here a little bit?
Yeah, that's pretty much their game so far.
Do you Do you see anything that the Bobcats can do to turn this around?
They need to possess a little more and keep it their ball, and they should be able to get something done.
Thank you for that insight, Dylan. That's Dylan Garrow here helping me out here for this special edition of Hometown Cable. And a special edition also because it's the first NSL game, Northern Soccer League game of this new division, 3-division setup here at the George Brendler Field. And we have 21:08 to go, and we'll go back to Dylan from time to time here in this game. Alec, we don't want to bother him too much. He's really steady hand here on the camera. And we have Rachel Pombrio getting ready to check into the game, number 1, the freshman. And, of course, Rachel can hear me up there, but she's ignoring me. There's 20:49 to go, and she'll let me hear about it after the game. I can tell you that for sure. And it's Amber Polonsky coming out of the game, and the freshman Rachel Pombrio into the game. There's a nice kick by Megan Reynolds. It's into the box. It's dangerous, and Cooper gets her foot on it. And stepping up is Emery, and Emery takes it off the defense. So now it's a corner kick on the opposite side, and Megan Reynolds says that's a long way to go, but she'll take the jog over there. She came over from the sweeper position up to the near sideline. It went out of bounds, so now she's going to the far sideline. Megan Reynolds will take the corner kick here for the Eagles. There's a feed inside the box, hits the ground, and the Eagles are trying to get their foot on it. Oh, nice rip by Cooper. Hits the defense and out of bounds, and again throwing for Chazy. So the Eagles are having their way with the Bobcats here in the first half. Like Dylan said, Chazy's been controlling the game very well, and it's a good opening game at home in the Northern Soccer League here for the Chazy Eagles. And Rachel Pombrio rips a shot off the defense, so another throw-in here for the Eagles. It's Amanda Kempinen taking the throw-in for the Eagles. She gets over to Jory Cooper. Cooper goes baseline. She rips a shot off the defense, and another corner kick here for the Eagles. So, Dylan, I'm going to say this to you. With this kind of pressure between the throw-ins and the corner kicks, I think it's just a matter of time for the Eagles to find the back of the net again.
Yeah.
So let's take a guess. Who do you think is going to get it?
I'm not sure, but
Throw a name out.
probably Pombrio looks like she might be able to get one in.
All right, Dylan Garrow's calling Pombrio for the next goal. We're going to see if he's got this right or not here. And it's Megan Reynolds setting up here for the Lady Eagles. 18:47 to go, left in the first half. And Megan Reynolds lost a nice ball up there. And it's Kempinen hits a shot, and you'll notice that there's 4 or 5 defensive players there for the Bobcats, so they have a wall there, so the Eagles are having a hard time getting through that wall, and it's taken away by the defense, and it's now controlled by Doran. Doran does a nice job, and she gets the open space. Joey Cooper's got a strong shot here, and she gets a weak shot off because of good defensive play by number 5, Jillian Scott, and it is Golovac comes up with the ball with 18:12 to go. She'll work the punt here. She's been doing some nice punts here in the first half, and there's another nice punt by the goalie, Golovac. Ball's far sideline. Lindsay Hack battling for the ball. She does a nice job to get ahead of Courtney Smith, and it's now Rachel Pombrio. Sends it across into the box, but it's knocked away by the defense. She tried to find Cooper, and it's cleared back out, but stepping up is Hack, but getting there first is number 7, Ven. Ven with the ball, looking, and she gets it over to Smith, and it goes to midfield, but Hack is there, pushing it back over to Emery. Emery sending it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio pushes it up over to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre to the open space, stepping up is Kirsten Dorn. Dorn has room, looking for somebody, chips it up, gets it up over to Hannah or Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball, trying to get to it, but it's taken away by Ven. Ven with the ball gives it up, and now working the way toward midfield. Gets by one defensive player. Now she's in the offensive zone. Stepping over to help is Hack. Hack takes it away from Ven. It's Hack and Ven fighting for the ball, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. They're into Chazy territory, and it's number 3, Warwick. Warwick sends it back over to Ven. Ven on the far side pushes it up all the way up over to, it looks like Baker Berto on the far side. Actually, it's number 21, Campbell. And now it's taken away by Hack. Hack sends it up over to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre does a step over. And goes to the, she has it up over to Dorn. Doran, and it is Jory Cooper. She can get by the defense. Cooper gets by the defense. She has an open shot here. She rips it across. Defensively, it's knocked away, so good defensive play. Cooper sends it up, and it's headed by, oh, what a save, and it was headed by Pombrio. And Dylan, you were almost right on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
That was a nice head by Pombrio.
Yeah, it was.
Nice save by the goalie Golovac. And Dylan Garrow could be quite the person up here making these predictions. He came very, very close on that one. And it is Caitlin Lapierre. We have some substitutions here coming in for Chazy. You can help me out here. Dylan, we have
Katie Tebow.
Katie Tebow and Michaela Cahoon. I should know that, but I don't have the Chazy roster with me, so thank you for that, Dylan. And Katie Tebow and Michaela Cahoon into the game. Coming out is Kenan Latchmore and Alexis Gay. So throw-in for Kempinen with 15:40 to go here in the first half. And it goes off of the foot of Pombrio back to Kempinen. Kempinen sends it to the just outside the 18. And, of course, Amanda Kempinen is the sister to Austri Kempinen. And Austri graduated last year for Chazy. And she was a big part of that state championship team last year. And Amanda is back from taking a year off. She went to prep school for hockey. She's glad to be back for her senior year in Chazy. And she said she wouldn't have missed it for anything. And it's nice to see her on the field here for the Eagles. It is controlled by the Bobcats, and it's number 2, Bruce, sends it up to midfield, and it's Katie Tebow with the ball, trying to push it back over to Reynolds, and it goes onto the foot of Venn. Venn pushing it back. Nice play by Katie Tebow to knock that away. Venn rushing for the ball as well as Emery, and the ball goes to Megan Reynolds at the 18. Reynolds gets by Campbell, and she sends it up trying to finds Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre sends it to the open space to Dorn. Dorn will probably get it to Cooper. Cooper will go wide, and she tries to get it over to Cooper, and it's cleared out by the defense of NAC onto the foot of Megan Reynolds. She tries to get it up over to Lapierre. It's too far ahead of her, and it's now booted deep into Chazy territory, and here come the Bobcats. It is number 2, Bruce, giving up over to Venn. Venn inside the box, looking to get a shot off. And Venn does a nice job here, and good job by Megan Reynolds, and it's still in, and it goes off the end line. But what an effort by number 7, Rachel Venn. She was just working her way through that Chazy defense, and the defense of Chazy just kind of backed off on it. But it does go off the end line, so it is a goal kick here for the Eagles, and it is Catherine Took with the kick here for Chazy, and it goes off of the foot of number 13, Baker Berto, and it goes to Warwick. Warwick has some space trying to find Venn, and it's cleared out by Cahoon onto the foot of Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball, sending it up to the open space, and it is Emery. She doesn't get there in time, and it's cleared out, but it's picked up by Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball, gets it by Warwick, and it's Lapierre now at midfield. She gets by midfield into NAC territory, sends it through ball, and it is Jory Cooper with some nice speed. Cooper, but a nice job defensively. Number 11, Chelsea Senecal, did a nice job to ward off Cooper. So we have some substitutions coming in here. We have Hannah Lauren, and number 19 is who?
Catherine Gravel.
Catherine Gravel is into the game. Jory Cooper coming out, as well as Christina Emery. So we have 12:50 to go here in the first half. Chazy up 2-0 on the Bobcats. They've outshot them 8-0, but they have controlled about 90% of the midfield here. And it's actually a goal kick here for the Bobcats. And there's the kick. It goes on to the foot of number 9, Smith. Smith being challenged by Gravel. Gravel does a nice job, but it's picked up by Venn, and Gravel will have knocked it out of bounds, so it's a throw-in. Nope. And Clark Hurdick says that went off of NAC, so it's a throw-in here for the Eagles, and Gravel gets a throw-in, and it's headed by Lauren and cleared into Chazy territory. Megan Reynolds stepping up in front of Campbell, gets it by Campbell, and Reynolds gets by a second player, so she's into NAC territory, into the open space, and it's Lauren and Kempinen running after the ball, and Baker Berto is there, but Lauren gets there, pushes it back over to Kempinen. Kempinen has Dylan to work with, and It now goes to Caitlin Lapierre, and it's hit toward midfield, headed by Megan Reynolds onto Kirsten Doran's foot. Doran has it taken away by Warwick, gives it up over to Venn. Venn with the ball, sends it up, and it's intercepted by Gravel. Gravel and number 9 Smith battling for the ball out there. And it is Smith and Gravel still battling, won by Smith, and now taken away by Lapierre. Lapierre goes back to the middle of the field. There's no Eagles there, but Kempinen does get there. And so Kempinen controls the ball, sends it into the box, and coming off the line is Golovec as Pombrio was chasing that ball down. As of right now, Dylan Garrow says the next goal will be by Rachel Pombrio. It hasn't come yet, but she has come close, Dylan.
Yeah, she's got some good opportunities right there.
One thing about a freshman, she does have explosive speed, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty fast for her height and everything.
Oh, incredible speed. I know she'd take me out in a 50-yard dash. I know that for sure. Matter of fact, both of you guys would. Matter of fact, probably anybody would. These guys are shaking their heads yes, so they're agreeing with me. Come on, guys. You got to show a little bit of respect for your elders up here. Better than that. We have 10 minutes left here in the first half. 2-0 Chazy, and it's Pombrio looking to make Dylan Garrow correcting her. And there's the shot. She's trying for you, Dylan. And nice save by Golovac. So I guess the other prediction we have to have you say here, Dylan, with 10 minutes to go, will Chazy get on the board one more time before the half?
Right now it's looking like they could.
Okay, so you heard it. Dylan Garrow says they're going to score one more time, and it's going to be Rachel Pombrio. So we have 9:55 to go here, and here comes Van and Cahoon battling for the ball, but it was won by number 2, Bruce, and gives it to Van, and here come the Bobcats. And Van getting a shot off, and Took is there, and she slipped. It is kind of slippery. I was talking to athletic director Brian Norcross before the game. He said the ground is wet. He would like to cut the lawn a little shorter than what it is, but he could just get on the field yesterday. But we were calling for 4 or 5 more days of really nice sunny weather, so it should dry out really nice here. And there's the ball, and there goes Pombrio. Pombrio has explosive speed. I know I say that a lot here about the Chazy players with Pombrio and then Caitlin Lapierre, and I talk about Jory Cooper because they do. They have this exceptional speed on the front line, and if the defense isn't careful, they'll be burnt by that speed. Ball comes into Lauren. She tries to chip it back over to Dorn, and it goes to Warwick's foot, and it's cleared in by Kempinen. And Pombrio, here's Pombrio. Pombrio gets the shot off, and another good save by Golovec, and it's headed by Dorn into the box, and it is Caitlin Lapierre goes over the top of the net, so the pressure's on Dylan. So we're getting close to making your predictions true here. Oh, that you're the next message I got there? We're back to the... I'm actually talking to the godfather, the founding father of Hometown Cavo. Calvin Castine is back from the parade, but he's being a spectator right now, and there's a shot by Kempinen. So Calvin's back here. So Calvin, how was the parade?
Very nice.
Same as the past years? Anything different?
Michael Doobie was there.
Michael Doobie? Well, Michael Doobie was there, okay. So Calvin, it's different seeing Calvin as a spectator at one of these games. He doesn't have a camera, and he doesn't have a mic in front of him. He actually seems very relaxed. I wonder if he's got his sandals on. So the father of Hometown Cable is enjoying this game here between NAC and Chazy, and it's Alec Lapierre on the camera. Dylan Garrow with me here. Dylan Garrow's my Joe Poissant tonight, giving me some insights and commentary, and I think Dylan's enjoying himself up here today.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'm having a lot of fun with you, Dylan. And it is the Bobcats and the Eagles battling for the ball on the near sideline. Katie Tebow lets it go out of bounds, and she goes off Baker Berto. Ball comes into Lauren, tried to get it to Amanda Kempinen. And we have 6:50 to go here in the first half. And it is Kempinen gets it over to Tebow. Tebow chips it up to midfield. Dorn battling for the ball. Goes onto the foot of Kempinen. And Dorn will come away with it. But nice hustle by Baker Berto. And it comes up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get by number 11, Senecal. And it goes out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Eagles. And it will be Amanda Kempinen with the throw in for the Lady Eagles. Goes off of the leg of Chelsea Senecal, so another throw in here for the Eagles. And Pombrio steps up, pushes it back over to Kempinen. But nice job defensively here by the Bobcats. And it's number 8, McGee, sends it way up into Chazy territory, but Megan Reynolds is there, and she switches fields trying to find Cahoon. Or actually, it's not Cahoon. Is that Cahoon out there? No, is that Victoria Reynolds? Victoria Reynolds has checked into the game. So knocked away by from Caitlin Lapierre. Now there's Cahoon, and it goes off of Cahoon. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats with 5:30 to go here in the first half. Caitlin Lapierre on the far sideline, goes off of her. So there's a throw in, and it is off the head of Warwick. Warwick with the ball, sending it back, and there's a big booming kick toward the end line. It'll work its way off the end line, so a goal kick for Chazy. And it is Took with the kick here for the Lady Eagles. Onto the foot of Dorn. Shots favor the Eagles 10-1, and the corner kicks are 6-1, or 6-0, I should say, favoring the Eagles. And stepping up is Amanda Kempinen, but it's Lauren with the ball. She takes to the near sideline, sends it back now over to Kempinen. Kempinen, battling Baker Berto, sends it back over to Kirsten Dorn. Dorn does a nice move, sends it up to, it is Caitlin Lapierre just outside the box. Lapierre getting a shot off. It goes wide of the net, so a goal kick here for the Bobcats. And there's the corner, or the goal kick. And Dylan Garrow is filling the pressure up here. They have not scored, and it hasn't been Pombrio. And he said they would score, and it would be Pombrio. So we have 3:38 to go here. So the Eagles have got to put the pressure up here to make Dylan Garrow's prediction true. So we have Amanda Kempinen down there. We have Mr. Steve Patnell taking pictures for the yearbook. He's down there too. So it's a beautiful day for picture taking, that's for sure. Ball comes in. It is Pombrio trying to get to the ball, but Warwick trying to shield off Dorn. She does a nice job getting by Dorn. It's Warwick putting on the afterburners, but Dorn trying to get to her. It comes up, and Cahoon just drills a shot off of Warwick, and she just drops. And so we have an injury timeout here, and we'll be back in a moment. And we're back from the injury timeout. We have a drop ball controlled by Dorn. She goes back over to Cahoon. Kayla Cahoon gets it over to Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball. And Lapierre this year, Caitlin Lapierre, went from an offensive position into the midfield position here for the Eagles. And she stepped up as a senior captain, doing what's best for the team. With the loss of Austri Kempinen, they had to have somebody step up to control the midfield. And the two players stepping up to do that is Kirsten Dorn and Caitlin Lapierre, both senior captains. So here comes Megan Reynolds from the offensive into the offensive zone from the sweeper position, trying to get by number 11 Senecal, and Senecal does a nice job stuffing her. And now it's Senecal. She sends it up, and it goes onto the foot of Kozak, Caitlin Kozak. Yeah. Kozak gets the ball up over to Hannah Lauren. Lauren sends it up, and it hits hard off the defense. And it is Lauren losing the ball, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. 2 minutes to go. Dylan, something's got to turn around here, buddy. Yeah. And it is Megan Reynolds, and she sends it up over to Victoria Lyons. Lyons up on the offensive zone here for the Eagles, as she's being challenged by number 15, Anna Lajway. And it's knocked away, and Caitlin Lapierre will take the ball here for the Eagles, sends it up over to Kirsten Dorn. Dorn just outside the box will get a shot. She rips it. And nice save by Golovec, as Kirsten Dorn was going top shelf, upper right-hand corner. And it'll be a goal kick here for the Eagles. And it is Caitlin Lapierre will go take the kick. Megan Reynolds says, I'm too tired. She's back defensively. It's like, Caitlin, go take it. So Caitlin Lapierre will work her way to the end line with 1:12 to go. And so we have 1:06 to see if Dylan Garrow's prediction will come true here. There's the cross. And the ball is headed, and it's Pombrio trying to get to it. Oh, and Golovec is there. So close. We have under a minute to go. And it's not from lack of effort, Dylan.
Nah, it's not. They're putting it right to him.
Yeah, they are. And Palmbrio's had chances.
She's had some good chances.
Done some nice jobs back there on the goalie position. And that's a foul on the Eagles. So 31 seconds to go. It looks like the Bobcats will keep the Eagles off the board one more time before the half. And it's 2-0 Chazy at the half. And it's controlled by the Bobcats, but taken away by Kozak. She gets it up over to Palmbrio. Palmbrio with that explosive speed, as I always say. 10 seconds to go. It's Palmbrio. This would be dramatic if she could pull this off. And defensively, it won't happen. Good job by the Bobcats. And Dylan, she tried to get it for you before the half. And the half does come to a close here at the George Brendler Field. Chazy leading Northern Adirondack 2-0 in this first home game in the Northern Soccer League. And we're ready to start the second half. Chazy leading the Bobcats 2-0. And the coaches for Northern Adirondack is Coach Sharon Relation. And up with her is Coach Damian Nevada. He's a graduate of Chazy from 2002. Damien was the JV coach for Northern Adirondack, but they didn't have enough players, so they had to drop out this year. So he's gone up to help Ms. Relation. And it's 39-30 here early in the second half. Chazy leading 2-0. They'll be going from right to left this time around. Chazy dominated the first half, and that shows on the stats. They had outshot the Bobcats 11-1, and the corner kicks were 7-0. And here come the Eagles again, and it is Caitlin Lapierre trying to get to the ball. And a nice job defensively to shield the ball out was the defense. So we have a goal kick here for the Bobcats, and the kick will come up here. And it's a short kick, and it goes on to the foot of Lajway. Lajway with the ball, being challenged by Lauren. Lauren does a nice job getting up, but Lajway sticks with it, and she sends it to midfield. Stepping up is Megan Reynolds. Reynolds goes to the far sideline and getting the foot onto the foot of Christina Emery. Emery with the ball at midfield, sending it up onto the foot of Polomsky. Amber Polomsky, far sideline, sending it to the open space, and going at it hard is Caitlin Lapierre. And Lapierre sends it across. Nice cross, but it goes off the end line. And she had pressure by number 8, Megan McGee, which put a little pressure on Caitlin Lapierre. So the ball goes off the end line, and it'll be a goal kick here for the Bobcats. And on the near sideline is Clark Hurdick now, and Stan Riggs is on the far sideline as far as the officials go here for today's game. I am Joey Trombley. I'm calling the action, and then up here today is a special edition. We have Alec Lapierre on the camera and Dylan Garrow as my insightful guy, commentator here, helping us out. Calvin did stop by after the Battle of Plattsburgh Parade, but he's headed back to the house to do some programming for some future shows here on Hometown Cable. And we'll get him this game. After this game, we'll bring the tapes to him so he can get this on Plattsburgh.com so you can see it right off within a day or so. And then he'll have it scheduled on Hometown Cable on Access Channel 24 if you're listening to Time Warner Cable. Ball is sent deep into Chazy territory. Megan Reynolds gets there, and she gets by Campbell, and she sends it up over to Kempinen. Kempinen now to Megan Reynolds. She now goes from the defensive end to the offensive end. She has some space, and she gets the near sideline over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball now sends it up to Polomsky. Polomsky inside the box, sending it across. And right there is Christina Emery. And what a picture-perfect play. It started back here from Kempinen to Reynolds. Reynolds over to Polomsky. Polomsky does a nice job getting inside the box and just sends a perfect pass open. And Christina Emery, playing her position, comes in and bangs it home. And it's 3-0 Chazy. So, Dylan, they did score the next goal, but it just wasn't Rachel Palmbrio.
Yep.
And it wasn't in the half. But you were right. They were right. 3-0.
Yep.
All right, Dylan Garrow. This guy, we like him up here. I think Joe Poisson, the fish, may now have a job. What do you think, Dylan?
Be cool to put him out.
Over for him?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know his boss?
Yeah, because I'm the better cousin than him.
Well, yeah, that's right. You guys are relatives?
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, last year he was also a coach for you?
Assistant coach.
And that just wasn't fair the way he ran you guys.
Right.
Exactly. So payback, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. You heard it right here on Hometown Cable. Joe, you're out, buddy. It looks like you are out. cousin Dylan is calling the shots up here for Hometown Cable. Got Alec Lapeer on the camera. He's laughing pretty good on that one. And we have 36:47 to go here left in the second half and into the game. It is Chazy leading the Bobcats 3-0. And Christina Emery with a beautiful goal by an equally beautiful pass by Amber Polomsky for the assist. So it's just, and it started way back at midfield. So just a nice pass work by the Eagles as they lead this 3-0. And we have a corner kick here for the Eagles. And there she goes, Megan Reynolds. We call her brother Nathan Mr. Cool, and Joe and I are calling Megan Ms. Cool. So we got Ms. Cool and Mr. Cool. A family tradition of state champions on the Chazy team. We had Kyle Reynolds with a state champion back in 2007 on the boys team. Nice cross. Just goes over the head of Caitlin Lapeer, and it'll be another corner kick. And then you have Kyle Reynolds with the state championship, and then we work our way down to Victoria Reynolds. She was on the championship team back in 2007. Nathan Reynolds has 2 championships for the boys back to back. You have who's the other? We got. Do I have them all covered here? I got just Megan's the next one, and Megan had a championship last year for the ladies. And there's a nice cross, and it was Kirsten Dorn almost gets the goal, and Golovec. So Megan Reynolds with the state championship, Nathan Reynolds with 2 championships, Victoria Reynolds with the state championship, and Kyle Reynolds, the oldest of the Reynolds boys and girls, with a state championship from 2007. So very successful careers for the Reynolds kids here going through the system, and I know Greg and Gail are very proud of their kids. And the ball is kicked here into Chazy territory, and it goes out of bounds, so we'll have a throw in here for the Lady Eagles, and it's Kenan Latchmore trying to get it to Polomsky, and Latchmore will control, and she goes to the center of the field onto the foot of Caitlin Lapeer. Lapeer turns, sends it up trying to find Emery, and it's chipped up by the defense over Warwick's head, controlled by Dorn. Dorn takes it by Warwick, and it's Dorn has in some space, gets by Warwick again, pushes it up over to Polomsky. Polomsky outside the box, has Emery far sideline, and it's Polomsky trying to work her way to the 18. It's knocked away, and running over there for is number 2, Bruce for NAC, but getting there was on the far sideline would have been, who is it? Miranda Osher's into the game. So she does a nice job sending it deep into NAC territory. And we have another corner kick, and there goes Ms. Reynolds. Megan Reynolds going to the far sideline for the corner kick here. We have 33:47 to go. Chazy leading this game 3-0 on this beautiful, beautiful fall day here on the 10th of September 2011 here at the George Brendler Field. Nice cross inside the box, knocked out by Golovic, and Dorn gets a shot off, and Caitlin Lapeer is there for the rebound, and she knocks it in, and it was a hard shot by Kirsten Dorn. Golovic couldn't hang on to it, and Caitlin Lapeer is right there, and she nails it in. And so Caitlin Lapeer from the midfield position sends it in, and Chazy has 14-1 lead shots on net, and they now lead this game 4-0 on the first official home game for the Northern Soccer League here on the George Brendler Field. And we have 33:30 to go. And we're back here for the kickoff. NAC trailing 4-0 here at the George Brendler Field, and the ball is passed back onto Warwick's foot. Warwick with the ball goes to the far sideline. Emery steps up, knocks it away, and it goes onto the foot of Hack. Hack trying to get to the ball, but Megan Brunell is there for the Bobcats. She sends it up, and it looks like on the modified game on the other end, it looks like the Bobcats just scored on the Eagles on the other field there. There was some screaming there by the NAC fans. And here comes Megan Reynolds, or Caitlin Lapeer, does a little scissor kick, and she sends it up. And there's Polomsky trying to get by the defense. Coming off the line is Golovic. So Golovic makes the right decision coming off her line, and she'll work her way to the 18. Nice punt by Golovic. She has a very nice kick for her goalie, and the ball stays into NAC territory, picked up by Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre working her way down the far sideline, pushes it up over to Polomsky. Polomsky now sends it across, a beautiful cross. There is Kempinen, and Kempinen drills it, and Kempinen takes it off the far post and in. No chance for the Bobcat defense, and the Eagles go up 5-0. So Dylan, first half they only score 2, but coming out here in the first 7 minutes and 40 seconds, they nail off 3 quick ones.
They're looking pretty good in the second half, better than they did the first.
A little surprising, you think?
Yeah.
They come out?
I think they'd be a little tired, but they're not. They're pushing even harder.
Well, the coach has just done some major wholesale changes, and she's got 4 or 5 of the starters coming out of the game. So, good move by Coach Karen Sherman-Trombley to get some other players in. And this is where I may need some help, guys, because I don't have the roster in front of me. So, Dylan, I may be calling for you, buddy. All right. So, we got the kickoff here with 32:19 to go. And it is Warwick with the ball. She sends it over to the far sideline. And it's kicked into Chazy territory, and it's Baker Bertle with the ball. Has it taken away by Osher. And it is number 12 is
Jessica Lapierre.
Jessica Lapierre. Is she related to Caitlin at all?
Yeah, they're sisters.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So Jessica Lapierre, sister to Caitlin Lapierre, is into the game. And Osher knocks it off, and it goes on the foot of Emery. Emery sends it up. And it goes off of the defense of NAC. So a throw in here for the Eagles. And we have number 16 is
Victoria Lyons.
Victoria Lyons and Gravel.
Yep.
What's first name?
Catherine.
Catherine Gravel. And Catherine and Gravel will take the throw in here for the Eagles.
Christina Emery, all she does.
And the throw-in comes in. It goes off of the defense, so another throw-in. It will be Gravel taking the throw-in here for Chazy. And it's Katie Tebow chops it up over to Victoria Reynolds. Reynolds pushes it back over to Dorn. Dorn back over to Tebow. Nice job by Tebow. Over to Victoria Reynolds. Or Lyons. Victoria Lyons. Yeah, Victoria Reynolds. She kind of graduated. And it goes on to Lyons' foot over to Dorn. Dorn gets a shot off. Hits the defense. Dorn working her way in. Dorn takes it in and takes it through the arms of Berto. And so the Eagles have picked it up here offensively and have now gone ahead 6-0. Okay. And we've got the kickoff here. Victoria Reynolds gets the assist here to Kirsten Dorn, and Victoria was pretty... Did I say Reynolds again? Victoria Lyons. Victoria Lyons, I do apologize for that. That's why I got to have the roster in front of me. Even though I know these kids, you got to have that roster. So Victoria Lyons was pretty excited about that, boys, but we're off the camera. What did you say?
Yeah, she was.
She should be, right?
Yeah.
Comes off the bench. It's a big-time assist. So Victoria Lyons, good job by Miss Victoria. And there's a nice kick by Took into NAC territory. And it's cleared here to the near sideline. And now it's controlled by
Stephanie Gagnon.
Stephanie Gagnon. And it's the late throw-in. And Victoria Lyons with the throw-in. And here come off Caitlin Lapierre and Kirsten Dorn. So the bench has been totally cleared here by Coach Karen Sherman-Trombley here. And it goes on to the foot of Cooper. Jory Cooper battling for the ball, but it goes on to the foot of Baker Bertle. Bertle now on the counterattack here. Sends it to midfield, and it's controlled by Pombrio. Pombrio putting it up, trying to find Lapierre. And it is Pombrio still with the ball over to Lapierre. Pombrio over to Gravel. Knocked away and picked up by Baker Bertle. Bertle working her way to midfield. And a nice job on the far sideline by Miranda Osher. Throw in here for the Bobcats. We have under 30 minutes now here left in this game. Chazy with a very commanding 6-0 lead here on their home opener here in the Northern Soccer League, and it looks like Chazy will go to a record of 2-0 in the league and 3-1 overall. Their only loss was in the championship game of the Mary Latchmore Be the Match tournament Labor Day weekend, where they lost to the Indians of Peru in a very entertaining game. They lost that game 2-1. And the Bobcats trying to do something here offensively. And we have a corner kick here for the Bobcats. So it's the first corner kick here for NAC. Here goes the corner kick. Nice feed in the box. And it goes off of Ben. So it'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. And it is Catherine Took taking the goal kick here for the Lady Eagles. And a nice kick by Took. Just goes under the foot of Pombrio. And Rachel Pombrio battling for the ball. It's knocked away, picked up by Katie Tebow. She sends it up over to Gravel. Gravel goes far sideline over to Lapierre. Lapierre battling for the ball. And it's taken away by the Bobcats, sent up, and it goes onto the foot of Venn. Venn for the Bobcats, far sideline, being guarded by Osher. Osher does a nice job knocking away. Now it's picked up by Jory Cooper. Cooper with some nice speed, working her way to midfield, and it's Cooper still with the ball, and gets by 3 players. It's Cooper. She's like the ever-ready bunny out there. She just keeps going. It's knocked away, and it's now cleared away, but goes over the head of Kozak. Kozak recovers, sends it to midfield, and here come the Bobcats, and Cahoon does a nice job defensively, and it's Cahoon staying with it as she's battling number 9, Smith, and Kozak sends it up into Chazy territory, and it's cleared out, and it's onto the foot of Cooper. Cooper with the ball, gives it up over to Lapierre. Lapierre gives it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio with the ball, trying to find somebody. Pombrio now has some space. Pombrio now work her way to the 18. It's Pombrio being challenged by number 8. Good job by number 8, McGee. And it's Cooper. And the ball goes to midfield onto the foot of number 21, Campbell. And it's knocked away by Kozak. And it is picked up by NAC. Goes onto the foot of Venn. Venn now crosses the midfield into Chazy territory. She's working her way up offensively. It goes off of Osher back to Ben, and now it's knocked away by Cahoon over to Pombrio at midfield. Pombrio trying to get it over to Gagno. Gagno with the ball sends it up, and sending up is Lyons. Victoria Lyons battling for the ball, and the ball is sent back, and it's cleared off to the near sideline. And it is Gagno with the ball, sends it up over to Victoria Lyons. Lyons back over to Gagno, nice play. And back over to Gagno, so nice passing here by the Lady Eagles, and it's cleared out. So nice play by the reserves coming in with Gagno and Lyons.
Coming off the bench, they're looking pretty good.
Some nice triangles working there.
Yeah, good give and goes. And
yeah, the defense had to get rid of it.
yeah, they had to make good defensive play, but Chazy gets the ball back.
And it's Lyons with the throw. She's trying to find Cooper. Cooper and trying to get to the ball, and it's won by Warwick. And Cooper sends it back over to Lyons. Lyons trying to get over to Gagno. Gagno is in the box, and it's now cleared out. So we got a corner kick. So good pressure here by the reserves. We have a corner kick coming up, and the question is who's going to take this corner kick. And Coach Trombley sends Jory Cooper to the corner here to take the corner kick. And the ladies are setting up here offensively. We have Lyons in there. We have Tebow in there. Lapierre. We have Pombrio. There's the short kick. Pombrio is there. Pombrio pushes it back. Nice pushback. Cooper. It hits off the defense. And Cooper coming back, and it's won by the Bobcats. Good hustle by Pombrio. And Venn trying to get a nice play by Kozak, because Venn has some nice speed for the Bobcats. And running back is Tebow. Tebow does a nice job putting it to the outside, and it's Osher. Osher for Chazy, controlling the ball far sideline. Osher sending it over to the near sideline over to Gravel. Gravel having a battle over there with number 6, Burnell, and it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for the Lady Eagles. Gravel getting it into Lapierre's head. Lapierre has it back to Gravel. Gravel goes back to Lapierre. She goes back to Gravel. Gravel takes it off the defense of the Bobcats. So a throw in here for the Eagles with 23 minutes to go here in the game. The Eagles with a commanding 6-0 lead. And it goes on to Cooper. Cooper getting the ball over to Gagno, and it's knocked away, and Lyons has it knocked away. So stepping up is Kozak. Kozak does a nice job. And far side is Osher. Osher does a nice job controlling the ball into NAC territory. She sends it up, and it goes off of the body of number 8 for the Bobcats, Megan McGee. And there is Venn. Venn for the Bobcats is Rachel Venn. And it goes off of the Chazy defense. So Megan Reynolds is going back into the game, as well as for the Bobcats, it's 2-12. So we have Lindsay Bruce going into the game, as well as Darby Rabideau. And here comes the throw-in with 22 minutes to go here left in the game. It goes off of the foot of Osher. So we'll have another throw-in here for the Bobcats. Ball's inside the box. Osher with the ball, and we're going to have a corner kick, it looks like. And no, it goes off of the defense of, or the offense of NAC. So we have a goal kick here for the Eagles. Took with the kick. And it's working its way toward midfield, controlled by the Bobcats. And it is Warwick. She got the ball over to number 9 Smith, taken away by Cahoon. Cahoon sends it up over to, and it is Megan Reynolds over to Gagno. Gagno. And defensively, a nice job defensively by Jillian Scott, taking it out of bounds. All right, goes off of the Eagles, actually, so it's a throw in here for the Bobcats. Going in, Cahoon has it knocked away. Kozak sends it back and goes onto the foot of Gagno, trying to find Lyons. And Pombrio with the ball has it knocked away. Tebow steps up. She sends it up, and it goes off of number 8 of the Bobcats, McGee. And McGee trying to find Warwick, but it's controlled by Lapierre. Lapierre does a nice job. She wins that battle. And it's cleared out by the defense, and Megan Reynolds with the ball for the Eagles. Nice job by Megan Reynolds, being guarded by Venn. And it goes to the open space, and it's cleared out by number 8, McGee. So it will be onto the foot of Lapierre. Lapierre does a nice job getting by one player. She sends it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio back over to Lapierre. Lapierre trying to get a shot off, and it goes off the defense, cleared to the outside. And it is Gravel battling for the ball. Gravel is battling number 6 for the Bobcats, Brunel. And it'll be a throw-in for Chazy with under 20 minutes to go. We have 19:40 to go here. We're at the George Brendler Field in Chazy on the 10th of September 2011. We're just a day shy of the anniversary of 9/11. It's a beautiful fall day here in Chazy. We're just under 70 degrees, a little cooler than it has been, but it's a very comfortable cool. And Chazy leading the Bobcats 6-0. I'm Joey Trombley. I'm calling the action today. I got Alec Lapierre on the camera doing the honors here for the father of Hometown Cable, Calvin Castine, and we got Dylan Garrow up here taking the place of Joe Poisson. And if Dylan has his choice, Joe will be done up here in the booth. But, you know, Dylan, you're the cousin, so you can give him some smack, right?
Right.
And I'll make sure that Joe listens to this game so he knows who's boss.
Yeah.
Dylan likes that one there. And we have a throw in here with 18:50 to go here left in the game. And it's Catherine Gravel with the throw in here for the Eagles. And she gets it into play. It just goes over Lapierre's head, and it's controlled by the Bobcats, Senecal. Senecal doing a nice job over there. But stepping up is Megan Reynolds. Reynolds gets it to the open space. It's Reynolds coming down. She sends it across. And Victoria Lyons trying to get to the ball. It's Lyons with the ball. Sends it back, trying to find Tebow. And controlled by the Bobcats. Stepping up is Reynolds. And there's the kick by Victoria Lions with a little bit of cabbage on that when there's a little spin of Roni there going on, and the goalie Golovac comes off and gets it, but Victoria Lions had a nice little spin on that ball.
Yeah, a nice little spin on that ball.
Well, she was watching some Major League Soccer there, and it wasn't just a kick, man. There was some major spin on that.
Yeah.
Can you boys know how to do that with some spin?
A little bit.
The girls showing you guys up here or what? Here, what's
A little
going on?
bit.
Just a little bit. Good answer, Dylan. That's a good answer because Victoria let you have it in school if she heard you say anything different.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have 17:35 to go here left into the game. And guys, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you doing this today. I've got 17 minutes to go, and it's a nice treat to have somebody different up here. Nothing against Calvin or Joe, mind you, but it's nice to mix it up a little bit and some hometown memories for you guys. You know, time will go on. I'll be in a wheelchair at that point, and you guys will be able to sit there and go, man, that was fun up there back then. Yeah, we were playing soccer. Look at us now. We're 40 years old, 3 kids, you know. Probably own 5 or 6 houses, you know, with your investments and stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Here come the Bobcats here. And it goes, stepping up is Cahoon. She lets it go over to Kozak. Kozak gets it by the defense. She tries to get it over to Lions, and now it's controlled by the Bobcats. It's Warwick. Warwick being guarded by Tebow. Warwick looking to switch fields, it looks like, and she does. She goes to the far side, and nice play by Miranda Osher. She takes it away by Darby Rabideau, and now it's Gravel. Gravel on the far sideline, battling for the ball, but it's won by number 6, Megan Brunell, with 16:22 to go here left in the game and in the second half. And we got a throw in by Gravel. And stepping up is Venn. Venn with the ball has it knocked away by Pombrio. Pombrio trying to get it up the line, but it's knocked out of bounds by Megan Brunell. So Gravel will take the throw in for Chazy on the far sideline. With 15:58 to go, the stats favor the Eagles in a big way. They've outshot the Bobcats 16-1, and they've on the corner kicks it's 10-1, and I guess where it counts the most is on the scoreboard. They lead 6-0, and it's Lions, Victoria Lions, trying to go through the legs of the defense, and nice job by Michaela Cahoon. She sends it up, and it goes off, or she knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. And it's number 15, Anna Lashway, sends it into the open space. Stepping up is Kozak. Kozak doing a nice job. It goes off of her, so throw in here for the Bobcats. And stepping up for the Bobcats, take the throw in is Anna Lashway. Lashway going down the line, headed by Cahoon. And Lyons gets to the ball and deflects off of her to midfield, controlled by Warwick. And Warwick sends it over, and there's a nice kick up to Ben with 15 minutes to go. Warwick with the ball, and it goes to Cahoon. Gets by Cahoon onto the foot of Smith. Smith and Cahoon battling for the ball down there, and it's won by Smith onto the foot of number 2 for the Bobcats, which is Bruce. And we're back to the near side. Now there's a battle, and it's won by the Bobcats. And it goes just outside the 18. Pombro knocks it away. And Victoria Lions sends it up here to Gagno, and it goes out of bounds. And we have a throw-in for the Bobcats. Cahoon defensively has it knocked away. And here comes number 9, Smith. She sends it across into the box. Kozak steps up. Nice job by Kozak onto the foot of Tebow. Tebow battling for the ball, and it's won by number 8, McGee, over to Venn. Venn looking to get a shot off here, top of the box. She does, and Took is right there. So nice shot by Venn, but a nice save by Took. With 13:53 to go here in the second half, the Eagles leading 6-0. Took with a nice booming high kick just shy of midfield, controlled by Megan Reynolds. Reynolds on the offensive end is Megan Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball. Gets by 1 player, 2 players. She sends a deep shot way over the net. So we have a goal kick here for the Bobcats. For the goal kick here. And it's a short kick. And some nice ball movement here by the Bobcats. And Lajway sends it into Chazy territory. Cahoon trying to get to the ball. And good hustle by number 13, Baker Berto. And Baker Berto going up the line there. She has number 2 ahead of her, Bruce. But a nice play by Michaela Cahoon, knocking it out of bounds. So throw in here for the Bobcats. Ball comes into the foot of Lajway. Lajway sends it in. And it's cleared out by Kozak. And it is Polomsky onto the foot of Gagno. Gagno. And it comes out to Victoria Lyons. Lyons with the ball. Victoria Lyons sends it up over to Lapierre. Back over to Polomsky. Polomsky switching fields. Trying to go to the far sideline. Trying to get Caitlin Lapierre on the far sideline. And it's Caitlin Lapierre. Sends it across. And it goes over everybody off the line. And it went off. It looks like it went off the goalie, I'm thinking.
Is that off goalie's hand, Clarky? Corner?
It's a corner kick. So we have a corner kick here. There was a little question whether it was a goal kick or a corner kick. But it went off the goalie's hands. So we have a corner kick here for the Eagles. And Megan Reynolds will take the kick here for the Lady Eagles. Here's a beautiful cross. Oh, it just gets by Lapierre. And there's a scramble going on. It goes on to the hands of Golovec. So the Eagles had an opportunity there, but Golovec was there for the Eagles, or for the Bobcats, as we approach the 11-minute mark. And it's Chazy with a 6-0 lead here at the George Brendler Field on this 10th day of September 2011. It's Reynolds, gives it up over to Lyons. Victoria Lyons goes to the near sideline over to Gagno. Gagno has it knocked away, picked up by Lajway. It goes off of Polomsky. Polomsky tried to keep it in, but it goes out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Bobcats. Here goes the throw in. And it's picked up by number 3, Warwick. Warwick does a nice job getting by Polomsky. Warwick trying to find Ben, and she does. Ben's just outside the 18. Nice job by Cahoon. And Michaela Cahoon has some space, sending it up into the open space. Gagno running for the ball. It's Gagno and number 5 for the Bobcats, Scott. And we have a throw in here for the Eagles, and it will be Victoria Lyons with the throw-in. Gets by Lapierre. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats, so a throw-in here for the Eagles. And Victoria Lyons will take that throw-in.
Line. There's no offsides on a throw-in, guys. No offsides, send it on.
And it is Gagno.
Go, Steph, run through it.
And knocked out of bounds by number 8, McGee. Well, Dylan, thank you for coming. Dylan Garrow's leaving us. Any final thoughts, Dylan?
No.
Okay, well, thank you, buddy. And so Dylan has left us with 9 minutes to go. And Alex, I thought Dylan did a good job up here.
Yeah, he did.
I like his prediction. I thought it could have came true, but just fell short. Ooh, there's a shot off the goalpost by Reynolds. I think they got Reynolds up there just as a senior player trying to get a goal in her varsity career, it looks like, doesn't it?
Seems like she's trying to beat her brother. She was talking about how Nathan always has a goal and an assist, and she needed one more goal, and it looks like it's going to happen. Nope.
So I guess there is probably a little smack talk between brother and sister, you think, every now and then?
Oh, yeah.
We have a foul here on the Eagles with 8:14 to go here left in the game. The Eagles will go 2-0 in the NSL, the Northern Soccer League here in Division 2. And here comes Amber Polomsky. Polomsky fakes a shot. Now Polomsky getting closer. Now she rips a shot, and that goes wide of the net. So Polomsky wanted a goal there, but she nails it wide of the net. And coming into the game is number 9, Courtney Smith. And we're back with the goal kick here, and it's a short kick. And here come the Bobcats. And it looks like Warwick knocked away by Cahoon. Good job by Cahoon. Coming over is Polomsky. Polomsky doing a good job. Sends it up to midfield. And it's controlled by Lajway. Lajway with the ball. Sending it to the open space. And it is Kozak with the ball going out to the outside line. And she just knocks it out. Nice play by Caitlin Kozak. Throw in here for the Bobcats with 6:42 to go here left in the game. And we have some substitutions coming into the game, as we have number 21, Amanda Campbell, and Sarah Page into the game here for the Bobcats. Lajway with the throw-in. And it goes over the head of number 21 Campbell, who just checked into the game. Victoria Lyons sends it up, and it's knocked away by Baker Berto. And here comes Warwick, and it's cleared out by Kozak onto Gagno. Gagno trying to get to the ball, but it's knocked out by number 8 McGee. And it is Reynolds trying to get to the ball, but controlled by Venn. Venn with the ball. A nice pass from Warwick to Venn, back over to Warwick. But Megan Reynolds steps up, and she chips it up to midfield. Lajway's there, and Gagno does a nice coming onto the ball, and they call an NAC throw. Throw down the line, and it goes off of Kozak.
Right here.
Oh, Cahoon. It was off of Cahoon, not Kozak, off of Cahoon. And it is Pombrio. Pombrio sends it up over to Caitlin Lapierre. Over to Reynolds, back to Lapierre. Lapierre into the open space. She has her sister in front of her. Sends it up. And now here comes Gagno. Stephanie Gagno gets a shot off. And it goes to the hands of Golovac. So nice pass work here by the Eagles as time is winding down here in the game. And it's Golovac with the kick. We have 4:52 here left into the game, and it's Pombrio. Pombrio sends it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds, long kick, and it goes into the hands of Golovac. She does a nice job with that save. So she'll work her way to the 18 for a punt here. And a nice punt by Golovac, headed or controlled by Polomsky. And it's Polomsky being challenged by Venn. Polomsky gives it up over to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre goes down, gets up. And a foul called on the Eagles. And there's the kick by the Bobcats. Nice job defensively over there is Miranda Osher, but taken by the Bobcats. Under 4 minutes to go. Here come the Bobcats. It is Venn for the Bobcats, and she's trying to send it up over to number 9 Smith, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Chazy defense. Throw in here for the Bobcats, far sideline, and we have a substitution coming in here for the Bobcats, and it's Lindsay Bruce coming into the game, and Lajway coming out for the Bobcats. And we're back into the action here, and it's Polomsky, far sideline. And it's cleared back. Osher's there. Osher does a nice job keeping it from going off the end line. Sends it to the far sideline. And it goes out of bounds. So throw in here for the Bobcats. We have 3 minutes left, and this game will be history. The Eagles leading the Bobcats 6-0 here in their NSL home opener, Northern Soccer League home opener. And they will work their way to 2-0 in league play here in the year 2011. Overall record of 3-1. And on the far sideline, here comes Lapeer. Lapeer chips it up. Here's Gagno. Gagno looking to get a shot off, and she gets the shot off, and Golovec is there. So a nice play by Lapeer getting the ball over to Gagno. Stephanie Gagno gets the shot off, but Golovec is there for the Bobcats. And there's the punt. We have 19 shots to 2 favoring the Eagles. And it is Cahoon battling for the ball, but it's controlled by number 13, Baker Berto. Baker Berto with the ball, has it knocked away, and Osher steps up, and it hits the midfield, and it goes onto the foot of Venn. Venn for the Bobcats goes far sideline, trying to get the ball onto the foot of number 1, Page, and it's picked up by Polomsky. Polomsky goes back up the field, and it'll be Megan Reynolds. Reynolds will pick it up here for the Eagles. Reynolds sends it up far sideline. Caitlin Lapeer trying to chase the ball down. It's knocked out of bounds by number 5, Jillian Scott. Throw in here for the Eagles. Megan Reynolds will take it with 1:30 to go here left in the game. As we're winding down here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Chazy on the George Brendler Field, the 10th of September, 2011. Going baseline. Ball comes across, and Golovec is there for the Bobcats, so she'll work her way to the 18. And she'll take the punt. It goes over Osher's head. And Kozak is back there for Chazy. Sends it up onto the foot of Polomsky. Polomsky far sideline, and it goes out of bounds. So we have 42 seconds left here in this game here, and it is the Eagles controlling the play right now. Megan Reynolds going through. Reynolds trying to get a shot off here, and it's cleared out by the defense, so Chazy will get a throw in. 20 seconds left here. The clock is definitely winding down. Here comes the throw in. There's the cross. And it's knocked out. So this game will come to an end. Chazy will win this game 6-0. I'm Joey Trombley. I called today's game. Alec Lapeer was on the camera. Nice job, Alec. We had Dylan Garrow with us for the majority of the game. He had to leave with about 8 minutes to go. We appreciate Dylan helping us out. And it's nice to know that we can call on these young guys when we need them, when hometown cable's in a jam. Chazy wins their home opener for the NSL, the new NSL, the Northern Soccer League. They're in Division 2. They go to 2-0 in the league, 3-1 overall. And as Calvin